All right, well, welcome to the Saturday Relive Business Training for Bueller and Friends on this November 9th of 2019. Hosting is Yvette, Dickey, me, and I have the privilege of hosting with Rudy Goltiao this morning. So we want to hear what's happening in your lives, in your businesses. What's going on with you? Please come on the line and share.
I'm going to share really quick. We had a distributor that is we have a distributor who has been on the products, got off. They had some family stuff. So long story short, this person, she's going to be coming back into a distributor in our downline. But I always find it interesting that people get great results on Relive. I mean, their family, their kids get life-changing results on Relive. They step out, and then all of a sudden when they have a calamity where this person has some stuff going on that's pretty serious, then they always pivot back to Relive. And that's just a continual validation of don't ever worry when someone gets off the product, because they will always, as long as you help them get good results, they'll always come back. And I just thought that was interesting. So that's all I wanted to share.
Well, I appreciate that. That's really encouraging and hopeful, and I'm glad that she's coming back, and pray that her body responds like it did before, because these products will give it what it needs. So thank you for sharing that. It is encouraging. Anyone else? Louise, anyone?
I have a story.
Great, Rudy.
My son, hi. My son's wife's grandma. She's suffering from arthritis, and she's been on medication, and she has trouble sleeping regardless, because of the pain that continues on her toes and fingers. And so I brought the balm. And she tried it. I mean, almost immediately. It seems. We were so fascinated, my son and I, that it had worked so fast. But she slept better that night. It was really amazing. She was very happy. She said she hasn't had good sleep in like 2 years. So this product really works. It's really, really helpful. So I carry that balm with me everywhere now.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. It's really,
that's
really
great. Oh, getting a good night's sleep is just the best. So, I'm so glad for her. And it's true. This balm is fantastic, and it works so well. And I'm glad you carry it around. I carry it around, too. I got that tip from Louise. She says she carries it around, and just as she sees someone kind of maybe rubbing their hand or something, she just recommends, hey, you want to try this for your pain right there? And so that's great. I'm glad she's getting such great results. Well, since we have a late
back on,
start,
can you hear me?
I can. Yay.
Oh, goodness. This has kind of been a weird morning. Anyway.
It has.
So I've had I get to the point where I'm like, oh, nothing's happening. And then I get this wonderful buzz on my app, on my phone, and it's my app. And someone who hasn't returned my calls has been, because I called them and left a message, or, how can I help you, whatever, they've been spurred to continue and order. My last call was, I hadn't heard from somebody for a very long time, even though I'd been doing follow-up, leaving messages, and then I thought, oh, it looks like there's a different phone number in the what's it called, dashboard. So I called that. The message thing was not set up, and isn't that frustrating? But I kind of went through Facebook. It's sort of a stalky thing I did, but I needed to get a message to her. And again, I did not hear. My question was, are the products still working? And there was just a really large order. And I went, oh, good. That was my answer. But it's so easy for me to just say, ugh, I guess I'm not supposed to get a hold of this person because it's getting too difficult. But in my head, because of all of you guys and all the stories I hear, I thought, no, you just need to let them know that you care. They can say no, but if you can't, that's not your option. You don't have that choice because you said you would help. So just wanted to keep my word, and it worked out, and I was very happy. I was very happy. And yes, that balm is amazing. And thank you, Yvette. I have a little paddle that I use so that I'm not having everybody dip their fingers in. But it's amazing.
Oh, well, thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, and I think that's good. I think that people need to know and hear from us, and that we're keeping our word, that we do come in the can. So thank you for following up with her and sharing that with us. I appreciate it. So without further ado, I think we will, you know what? I'm going to go to this. All right, so to begin our success training, I thought we would have Rudy come on and share his health and business story, because I don't know that it's ever been recorded on our business training. And so as people are able to listen at a later date, they'll be able to hear Rudy's story. So Rudy, if you wouldn't mind coming on and sharing your 1-minute story and including your business. So.
Okay, thank you, Yvette. Well, my story is this. I come from a history of heart disease by my father. Well, actually, it went beyond him, but with my father, he was diagnosed with heart disease in his 50s, and they put him on medication. He's been on that for like 20 years. At the age of 75, they decided, we need to operate it. It's got worse. That's where things turned bad. Something happened during the surgery, and he passed. He didn't make it. So we were quite upset about that. And then years later, advance it forward, my brother also turned 50, and it seems like we all turn 50 and we have that problem. My brother was also diagnosed, as well as I. When I was 54 years old, I was diagnosed, and I went in for surgery. I had the triple bypass. My cholesterol was high, so they gave me medication, statin drugs. So I've been taking that. I had side effects from it, and I've always looked for other alternative methods to bring my cholesterol down. And it wasn't until December 2012 that I was introduced to Relive. As a matter of fact, Quila and Barb introduced it to me through a friend. And they told me it would help me lower my cholesterol. And I said, well, it's a natural thing. I would like to try it. And I bought like 2 or 3 months worth of products. And sure enough, it was I was really surprised how much it's brought it down. It came down to a point where when I met Dr. Galvez, he said to take 4 before going to bed. And when I did that, 99, I don't know if you're familiar with the numbers for cholesterol, but 99 was how low it got. So I adjusted my beds and brought it back up. And my doctor was quite amazed. He had given me 40 milligrams of atorvastatin, and he thought I continued taking that 40 milligrams, but he didn't know that I had cut it in 4. So I was taking 1/4, 10%. And I told him I had done that, and he was surprised. And he said, well, I guess we'll have to take you off these statins because it's working so well for you. And also the products helped me with my knees. All the pain went away. I worked out in the yard. I like to work in the garden, and I'm always lifting and pulling and pushing and things, and I'm never sore. I don't have body aches. I feel really great. And most recently, we came back from China, where we climbed the Great Wall, and I mean for 2 hours we were climbing up those stairs and down, and I was not sore at all. I was my friends that were with us were sore the next day, and my wife and I were just like young 50-year-olds. It's a really, I'll never get off this product. They're really beautiful.
And your business? How has it affected your business?
Oh, and so when I started getting these, actually, I wasn't just a regular customer when I first started, but my friend had cancer. He served in the service, and he had 3 forms of cancer. Imagine, he had the colon, liver, and lung cancer, and they operated on him, removed a portion of his lungs, both kidney, and in a foot of his colon, and so he was on chemotherapy. I mean, his skin was just grayish. He looked terrible. He was stage 4, and didn't think there was really any hope for him. But I gave him a bottle of Lunarich X and Now, and I gave to him. I said, look, I've known you for 20 years, and I don't want you to go. I want you to try this. So he did, and his color came back, his energy came back, and the doctors were amazed when he came in to report for his checkups. He walked in like there was nothing wrong with him. The doctors were completely amazed, and they monitored his lungs, and cancer never grew. So that's when I decided, well, there's something here. I've got something here, and I started to share it with all my other friends, and they were getting great results. And so I decided then, maybe I better sign up and enroll as a master affiliate, and I did. My friend also, the one that had cancer, he also enrolled as master affiliate, mainly because he wanted to get the best savings. From there, everything just got better and better. This is a great job, a great opportunity. You work from home, help people. That's the most important thing. Is what you're sharing, and you're helping other people. That's basically what it is. It comes to a point where the money is secondary, but seeing the expressions on their faces, seeing your friends and family and everybody getting better health, that's satisfying in itself.
Exactly, and you just shared the heart of it. So I just thank you so much. All right, well, let's get busy with the training. Let me find a little cue. There we go. So how do we succeed with Relive? So these are the 5 fundamental steps, and we use these steps to create momentum. We generate new people every day with these steps, and then we feed them into the Relive system, the business cycle, the daily activities that we do, and our corporate support. But the most thing to remember here is to fuel your business with new people, and that's really every day and being active. So let's break this down. This is our circle of success. These are the 5 fundamentals. We have identify and connect, share the story, ask for a decision, and register and go. And please remember that follow-up is in the middle of this because it really affects each step along the way. You need to be following up. And like Louise said, showing concern. So let's break these down. Identify. So first thing you want to do, obviously, is to make a list. And so making a list, you want to tap into your circles of influence, all the different activities and people groups that you are involved with, and start making a list. Make a list of 10 product people that you may think may need this, or 10 people who may be looking for a business opportunity. Be sure and write why you thought of them, because this will provide context and purpose for when you contact them and when you're doing follow-up. So who are the first 5 that you're going to contact today? Anyways, this list will always be adding to, almost on a daily basis, but definitely a weekly basis, because you're going to meet new people. You may have children who will introduce you to new people. You may meet someone new at the grocery store, at Starbucks. As you go through your life, you're going to be meeting and connecting with people. And so you want to add them to your list and be able to contact them at a later date. So, connect. Now that you've made your list, let's start connecting with these people. Remember when I said to write down your why, because you want to share your why and why you thought of them. Again, the whole saying of they don't care to know what you know until they know that you care. And so this is all about looking for a need that they have and then being able to offer them an opportunity to fulfill that need. So you're going to share your excitement, be genuine, but don't tell them everything. The whole point of this section is to really set an appointment where you really can sit down with them and share everything. So, I mean, you're standing in a grocery line or you're contacting them for 5 minutes on the phone. That's not really the time to share every little thing. And they're going to ask you, what's this about? Just say, hey, let's set up a time when we both have more time to really discuss this and we can have time to look at all of the avenues and answer your questions. So, some opening sentences for someone that you might want to get back in contact with are, hey, Kathy, I know your health is a priority. I'm working with a company that could really help you. When can we get together? And if you notice, each one of these has mentioned, when can we get together? So you're trying to set up a time. These are some examples, but eventually you will learn your own voice and your own style and your own situation and that's catered to that person. All that comes in time of just walking these steps and doing this. We have a lovely tool called an XR. It's online as well as it's a printed booklet, and that has a lot of also sentence openers that can talk about for texting, for social media, for all of these things are just door openers to see if someone is looking for something and setting a time when you can get together with them. Then, now you're sitting there and you want to share the relive story. You remember to convey your enthusiasm, your why, your belief, your heart. Just like when Rudy was sharing earlier, you could hear his heart. You could hear the genuineness of how much he believes in our company and is grateful for the opportunities that it has provided for him. And he wants to share that with someone and have them have such a great experience he had. And that's what you can hear through how he talks. It's his genuineness that attracts people. So when we're sharing, we want to share the whole story, the products and the businesses. And we have lots of tools to be able to do that with. We have our opportunity books, we have slides, we have videos, we have several Facebook groups, we have online opportunities, we have things like this, webinars, trainings. But remember, be brief, because this is the first time someone is hearing about our story, and it's a lot to take in, and that's why we expose them over time. But the most important thing at this point is to really get them introduced to stories, because stories are going to open up their interest, their wall of belief, their everything. Also, it's also someone else, that third-party validation. Now you're revealing the whole picture. I mean, each time you introduce them, they're getting to see each aspect and the results of someone's health, someone's business, the corporation, the compassion that everyone shares when they're sharing their story with someone else. So now you want to help people engage, because now you're going to tap into who do they know. You're also helping people feel like they belong when you're inviting them and engaging them with our meetings, our trainings, our own parties, conference calls. We have little times where locally here we get together and we do planning meetings. And there's lots of ways to get your new people to be engaged. And they can feel that they belong by participating, and they feel like they can see all these activities and different ways that they can be involved, and they continue to be exposed to the whole picture, because it's really difficult to get the whole picture in 1 or 2 exposures. It will take many exposures. Don't be afraid to say you don't know that answer. You don't have to know it all, because you may even know, but you may don't. Either way, you're modeling how to get information. Use any way you can to get stories in front of people. I mean, this not only builds their wall of belief, it also opens their minds to who else may have a need for this offer. Now you're tipping into their circle of influence, and that's where we get referrals, and that shows them how they can build this business. So at this point, Rudy, I'm going to let you share Ask for a Decision.
Okay. Now, so you got together with your friends and your prospect, and you explained to them what the company is, it's about, and the products and all that. And after you get all that, you make sure before you ask the question of how they should join, you prepare yourself. Okay. So you make sure you have all your products and tools together. You have your enrollment sheet. You have flyers, brochures, everything, the things that they would need, and help them, prepare them to register. Make sure you have the online applications. Next. Okay. And then so then you would ask, where do you want to get started? We have products here. Ask them you ask them a question and you listen. It's best to listen. Don't make the decision for them. Let them make their own decision. Mainly because if you force them into a situation, they'll probably not going to stay. So you want to make sure that they commit themselves. So you always let them ask the question, and you just listen, okay? And then you recommend the super PAC or other products that we might have. You listen to what they need. What is their ailments? What is it? Why are they here? What is it that they need? And so you personalize it, but you keep it simple. You don't leave them. Don't list all the 16 products that we have. Just focus on the items that they need. You don't want to overwhelm them. Okay. So, and then also you show them how they can save. There's different levels of savings, and so you point that out to them, and you ask them, who else do you know that can benefit from these products? So you ask them, would you like to be a customer, a distributor, or a master affiliate? For those that are hesitant at first, they might join in as a customer. I came in as a customer, and because I wasn't sure whether the products would work or not, but when I realized that it did, that's when I joined and became a master affiliate. There was one person that was interested in the product, and they wanted to be a customer only. But we have this special program now. It only costs $20 to enroll. It used to be $40. Well, this customer wanted to try the balm. The balm was worth $130 retail, and I told her, well, did you know that if you enroll as a distributor for only $20, and you get 20% discount on the product, which brought it down to $104. So $104 plus the $20 enrollment, it costs $126, a lot less than the $130. And I told her that next purchase would be a savings of 20%. So this is the better route. So she did. She enrolled that way. So I saved her she saved the 20%, and she was able to save another 20% for the next purchases. So you ask them, how do you want to get it started? So, and then then what I do is I review the comp plan with them, and then I ask them questions. Is there any questions? And again, you listen, and so the super PAC is also available, and you would like to encourage them to enroll in that, because some of the products are more effective if you take it a long period of time. So then I ask again, who do you know that might want to start the Relive business? So then I follow up with the customer, and I called maybe 2 or 3 days later and asked, did you take your shake today? You would like to ask that, because in some cases they would get the products and they just put it on the shelf and they forget about it. So it's always best to call them back up and ask them if they're taking the shake, and make sure that they are consistent. Explain to them that it's like food. You don't eat it once a week. You take it every day. You have to be consistent if you want to get the results that you need. So you call them again, maybe on the 10th day, and ask for the results. Is it working for them? And if not, I have a friend that had problem with his prostate, and so he took 2 capsules a day, and I called him up I think it was on the 3rd day or 4th day, and asked him, so how is it working for you? And he said, I haven't felt anything. There's nothing yet. And he frequents the restroom in the middle of the night 4 times, he says, and it hasn't changed. So I said, well, maybe it's not that it's not working for you. It's probably you're not taking enough. So I recommended that he take another 2, so double what he's taking. So he did. And on the 2nd day, he calls me up and he said, it's working. I'm down to 1. I wake up once now instead of before. So you have to call back. You have to see, and you have to monitor them, make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. And so who do you know who could benefit from this product or this business opportunity? Again, you ask that question. I mean, you always want your business to grow. So this is a guideline, and just use your common sense, and things should go better for you. So you want to help them. So you go through the circle. You identify, build a list, connect, make sure that they take these actions, and sit down with them and ask them, who do you want to call first? Let's make that call, and make a list. And let's go through it. You need to make an appointment, so to get them started, and it really helps them in many ways. So you review the basics of running a business. You show them how to order or to register people, navigating through the relive.com, the distributor kit. You review the Relive system with them. Okay, so there are a lot of tools available for us that the company provides, and it's quite amazing. You don't have to come up with your own. Just go on the website and you can download these, or you can buy them at the store. You have brochures, you have flyers, you have images that you can download and place in your website or your flyers. You have everything, all the sources there ready for you. You can download it or you can view it on your app. Another thing too is that the website is free. That's offered by the company, so they can start that. But I myself purchased the special websites that's offered to us. But they also have this free if they just want to just initially start. Okay.
Right. Well, thank you. So this is our business cycle. So we use these daily activities of presentations in homes, upline calls, three-way calls, and trainings, and we feed our new people into your business, all intertwined with the corporate support of webinars, monthly promotions, monthly podcasts, all the support tools that Rudy was just talking about. And we build from event to event to event and to conference. And once they're at conference, boy, their drinks are ignited. And speaking of conference, Relive's live conference is coming up in Dallas on February 14th and 15th. And if you've not registered, please get on the line and do it immediately, because the ticket price will be going up as November 30th, and you don't want to miss that discount. And it's going to be a fabulous, fabulous event. I mean, we're going to have a reception. We're exciting new product. I can't even wait. We get to hear again from Steve Reed, the hemp industry expert, and they're going to reveal the new product line design, which is just amazing. I mean, we already won a design for the RLV, so I can't even imagine how they're going to redesign all the products. I'm so excited. So it's going to be at the Westin in Dallas and Park Central. And if you want to book your hotel, that would be great. Get your group together, because they're doing a group rate of $129. And then we have all of our amazing promotions. But right now, I really wanted to focus on the Earn a Trip to Hawaii, which is just phenomenal. I know the people just got back from their amazing time in Hawaii, and so they're really encouraging and showing us what we can achieve if we try. If you want to learn more details about how to qualify, it's on relive.com, and also there is the tracking sheet you can download, the promotional flyer you can download. I mean, we have so many tools at our fingertips, really. This company is amazing and generous in the fact that they give us everything and prepare us, and and on top of that, we have boatloads of promotions, but I'm going to get to those promotions in a second. I want to hear if anybody has anything, events that are coming up in their area. Just pop on real quick and share what's happening in your area. I'll give it a few seconds. If nobody has anything, we'll just... Louise, do you have anything? No? All right. Well, then we will just move right on. So how do we engage our team? I mean, engage your team by engaging them in the promotions. My gosh, I mean, we've got so many going on. You can win the top 3 promotion. We've got the promotion 1, 2, 3, where if they sponsor one master affiliate, they get an extra $250. If they sponsor 3 quick starts, they get an extra $250. If you sponsor automatic auto ships, preferred customer auto ships, you get $100 credit when you have 3 of those, or if they order 200, you get a $200. I mean, it's just on and on and on. All the details are online, and so you can engage them in that way. You can also engage all of your team by developing their library of stories through their upline. They can record these on their phone. They can record them in a binder by either ailment. One of the things I do is when I have a new story, I put that in my phone, and then in the notes I write the ailment or their business result or something like that I can tag later and be able to access that. And we all share our stories, crosswise, downline, upline, every way, because all boats rise with the tide, so we all work together, and that's another thing that's fabulous about our company. To build ambassadors, you need to build relationships. This whole business is about building relationships, building each other up, building rapport with your customers as well as with your distributors as well as with your upline, because you're going to go and celebrate with them on promotions like going to Hawaii. So it's fun to have those relationships. We want to stay engaged to what's going on with Relive. Like Louise mentioned, her little phone goes ding, and then we get to hear that there's a new announcement, there's a new Engage video, there's new, the weekly payments that you get. I love that when that goes off. That's super exciting. So we get on calls, we help people feel like they belong, part of the family, as we say here at Relive, through blogs. I feel like I'm a family on the social media as far as the Relive challenges and all the Fit 3. We get to be on and talk to each other and overcome different obstacles. Speaking of Fit 3, I want to just congratulate April Reynolds on being honored and winning $250 in addition to her $100 for being a winner of the Fit 3 challenge. That's super exciting. Congratulations, April. All your hard work. Great job. So another promotion, shall we say. So we want to set goals. Sit down with your people and set up SMART goals, S-M-A-R-T. Tie their dreams to their daily actions and these goals. Review the road to presidential director. Where are they along that road? How can they stretch themselves, stretch their belief in themselves to move on to the next level? What will it take? How many people a month do they need to talk to? How many presentations do they need to do? Break that all down into steps that are bite-sized pieces that they can move towards. You cannot control what others will do, but you can control what you do and how you do things. So, without further ado, just remember that this business is simple and that it's all about new people, and new people are our fuel. So, we want to identify, connect, share the story, ask for a decision, register and go, and follow up on a daily basis with new people. So, let's go out and find who's next. I want to thank everyone, especially Rudy, for sharing on the call today, and appreciate everyone that was on the call. I hope you have a great, great week.
Thank you, Yvette.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Yvette and
Rudy.
Rudy.
Good job.
Thank you,
you.
Yvette and Rudy.